Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak. On the outset, I want to say that this is really, actually, I am eye to, I'm seeing eye to eye with this subject matter because since childhood we are seeing many instances regarding this subject matter. Because suppose you are seeing a beautiful flower in a garden, but whenever you want to have the good smell from that flower,
So the
some
fragrance.
no, 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 no. The some insects which are staying inside the flower, at the time of your inhaling, the insect can go through your
Nostril.
nostril and the lungs cavity. Okay, and it can hamper your I mean respiratory system. So a flower means initially means whenever you are saying that a flower is looking very gorgeous and attractive, but a bad thing is present inside the flower. Okay, and it's a very simple example I am citing you, but lots of example are there. That this type of example are there. Suppose failure. Whenever we are failure or in a in an assignment, we are getting some knowledge from that assignment that now we failed, and after that we have to do better result. And before for this reason we have to do overwork, and to overcome the situation we have to do more work, and after that we can get success. This type of thing means in I mean stay in bad means bad is teaching us something to do better in future. Suppose indulging is good, but over indulging is bad. Suppose a parent is indulging their kid for a purpose, for doing something good, but that indulgement is hampering his future. Means in future she is thinking, he or she is started thinking that my parents will indulge me, then nobody there to scold me or to rebuke me. I have enough uh, freedom to do anything. Okay, that type of instances can be given for this subject matter.
Okay, so now we know very well that nothing is good if the thing is overdone. So if it is within control or within the mindset if a person carries, so is there any problem? As you have said, if the parents or if one of the parent, if suppose going to indulge a child or the children to motivate something to do in the name of the pampering. So don't you feel that the pampering should be certain limit and the barriers that should not be without any fence, the pampering?
Actually, who is pampering, he or she has to decide that how much I can pamper a person. The limitation must be there. That should be we should keep in mind.
Okay, so now I'd like to ask you a bit means common, which is very much known to us. If we go back to near about 10 or 15 years, okay, in the past, so you will see at the time everything used to be systematic. Now in the name of the systematic what, even you see that the guardians are also means well means giving the treatment in the name of beating black and blue, all right, lambasting whenever they do something wrong. Equally the local guardian, the local member of your residence, they are also trying to take the part, someone like a parent or like the parents. So now well cultured the child or the children balanced, but which one at present world we do not get so, just because the outsider, they do not give a damn to them, simply they show snook at them. So don't you feel that there is something which is missing at present in the present generation?
Definitely. Actually, one or two decades ago, the school teacher can scold a student if the student do something wrong. But nowadays, some laws introduced so that teacher are not sufficient. Um, sufficient power or sufficient courage to scold a student, that if a teacher scold a student for having doing something wrong, the parents of the student will go to court and
Lodge a
implicate the
complaint.
teacher for scolding or beating the student. Okay, this big, because of this reason nowadays students are not afraid of their teacher, and they are not doing their studies properly, and
Okay, while you are coming across with a child or while you are coming across with a guy who is a highly mature enough, so if the child or if the mature guy, in spite of knowing what he or she is doing is absolutely wrong, but they do happily, at that time, what is your concern gives you the indication that you need to prevent them from doing or you need to allow them, let them do whatever they wanted to. That is none of my business.
actually, if I want to save myself from implicating any problem, then
Because because you are one of the well responsible citizens of this country.
Oh, okay, I understood that I am a citizen, but I am not his kith and kin. Okay, at that time, I have not any right to say them. Whenever I am not their kith and kin, I have not any right to say
That's
them
why I asked you
anything.
at the very beginning. That's why I asked.
If I interfere in their personal space, they can
No,
say me that why are
I'm
you
not going to tell
poking
them.
your nose?
No, I'm not going to tell you. Please, you get take an entry in their personal life. That's why I brought you the past situation. At the time, those people used to guide them. They were also not the kin and kith of someone,
Actually,
but they used to guide. Why? Just because they are the senior. Not only that, they are the mature enough, so they can bring that maturity. Those who are at that time the children. So that's why I ask you this
actually,
question.
there is gulf difference between that generation and this generation. Okay, and because of this reason, we are means busy in our life in such a manner. We don't want to interfere in others' life, because if we interfere to others' life, they will say me that, why are you poking your nose in my personal space?
Okay, so now how far do you agree with this concept, especially at present? Do you see the present father and the mother? The present father and the mother, they mainly, whenever discover a child is doing something innovative, which is absolutely very bad to the child, the days to come in future, but they get highly excited. They think or they thought of at that particular point in time, no, maybe their child did something innovative, which never they have seen. Let's take an example. So, for example, if a child operates the cell phone own self, the parents or the parent think or thinks that no, the child did something different, which never a child did so.
Okay, I understood your question. Because nowadays, when a child starts crying to stop his crying, the parents are doing, they are just giving that cell phone to the child for surfing something, or suppose a baby is not feeding. Okay, when the father what do, they switch on the mobile and give the cell phone to the child and for surfing, and so that the child start feeding. Okay, and because of this reason, in course of time the child become addict of the cell phone, and whenever he start cry,
Even not only that, he is going not only to be addicted to the cell phone, rather he is going to be obstinate indeed. Whenever the child doesn't get the cell phone from the mother or from the father, he gets absolutely means a different. He claims that no, I need the cell phone means I have to get. So like this kind of the obstinate nature being a very Nancy period if he or she gets. So you can imagine whenever future they will turn to be a mature guy. So what will be the condition?
actually the parents are the are responsible for this reason, because since childhood they allow the cell phone to the child, and because of this reason that child is demanding cell phone each and every time.
So for that reason, do you want to advise those?
Parents are responsible for it.
That's why do you want to advise those kind of parents to stop using the cell phone?
No, I am not saying that stop using cell phone, because every coin has two sides, and because of this reason, cell phone is introduced for some special purpose. Means the purpose are to communicate with each other in some urgent period. Okay, and nowadays cell phone is giving us Google and lots of data we can got from cell phone, and we can do net banking and each and everything we can do by using cell phone. That means cell phone is some good sites are there, but when a person is using it badly, then this is his fault that he is using it badly. Okay, means bad sides are also there. It is
No, I'm
means
not going to deny with your statement. I am also highly agree with that. But before going to accept the bad thing from the good thing, so we need to look after what are the many more good things are there in the content, isn't it? As like as you have cited in the example at present, each and everything.
but who will show you the actually
That is the $64,000 question lying at present in the present world. That's why I ask you the question that these kind of things whenever we are going to do, we are away from just a click. Okay, just we are away from a click whatever you wanted to get. If we go to the searching bar and if you type and if you press the enter button, we reach there. That is not the thing, but the question is the maturity level people. It's so called as you have cited in the example. Right now the cell phone is very useful. Most of the means work we can do on our cell phone.
yes, we don't need to
But-
go to bank. We can do
but-
every transaction by
Yes.
using cell phone.
But if the cell phone uses goes below the maturity level, do you think that is it at all possible? It is someone like that you are going to hand over a knife to a monkey, and you know very well what will be the consequences.
Yes, I understood. I admit it also,
So how
because
it's possible then?
actually we have not nothing to do, because the generation is going forward and this is the trend of the generation. When a student is prompting in class 7th standard, and since that time that student is asking smartphone from his parents, that I give smartphone to me, it's necessary for me, because since the pandemic situation, the schools, all the schools started online classes, and because of this reason they are also addicted.
Cut the cake.
Come to the
Come
point.
to the cheese, to the subject matter. You are far away from subject matter. You are discussing now the merits and demerits of the cell phone. That's not the subject matter. Subject matter you have to speak on.
Yes, okay. I wanted to say it that cell phone is good or bad. Cell phone, I told you that one coin has two sides. Cell phone also two sides, and good side also we are seeing, and bad side the people who will use it badly. It's depend upon them that why they will use it.
Is there another field where we can take this topic? Is there another field as you have cited an example of a cell phone? So is there another field where this topic can be highly means implemented and we can take the juice out of this topic in the name of the sports there is in the name of different other fields where highly people are means gaga about to get into or to make a membership or rather to take a membership in this kind of fields. So let's talk about the sports. Earlier also there used to be different sort of fields used to be highly chock a block with different sort of age groups, but at present the fields are absolutely lying vacant. Even there is means no animal found gazing, isn't it? So what about that? Don't you feel that it is actually very much bad for the young generation?
Actually, you are going far from the subject matter, because nowadays field are not there, because all the fields are constructing high rise, and because of this reason most of the child are staying indoors and playing with their cell phones, and because of this reason they are not getting place in they have not interest in playing games.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you very much. So as you have already